Hi guys, today I want to bring you how it looks our portfolio. I just want to share this as a way to help you guys if you're new as a homeschooler. You want to know how it looks to have already created a portfolio. I want to share this with you to be able to give you ideas. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emma and here I like to talk anything that has to do with homeschool, sprinkle a little bit of motherhood and lifestyle. Today I want to share with you our portfolio. I usually create a portfolio on OneNote and that is how I did it this time as well. But I decided to create a physical portfolio as well. We did a lot of material, we covered a lot of materials. I wanted to create as well this physical portfolio because I noticed I was having a little bit of issues with our computer. I want to make sure that we have a copy of what we did. Here where I lived, they asked for 2 years, having that portfolio for 2 years, copy of everything we did in our homeschool year. And I decided to just have that physical portfolio. I still did use our OneNote. That is the way that I share the information with his evaluator, and that is an easy way because I just have to type everything, add the pictures that I already have on my phone and just add them to the computer. It's just easy for us that way, but I wanted to create as well this physical portfolio for us to have it here at home. And if I was asked at some point to show proof of what we did, everything is in that portfolio. I created a portfolio and I didn't realize that since we cover a lot of material, I was needed a bigger binder. That is the only mistake I think that I have made, is that I purchased a 2-inch binder. I was needed somewhere around 3 inches. And we have like our writing doesn't fit in our portfolio unless I make some copies of some of the lessons, as well our grammar. We did the nose tree and we cover some of the first language lessons for the well-trained mind. So obviously there's a lot of programs that we covered this year, and obviously the binder that I selected is not as big as we were needed. Besides that, I still wanted to share this information with you. I wanted to share how it looks. It's still missing some of the tabs because I was just taking my time since we did it already with OneNote. This is something that I just want to have here at home. I just took my time. I created the binder just to make sure that I have a copy of things, okay? So without further ado, I will be switching this camera and I will be showing you what I did. Okay, you guys, I have here my kid portfolio. I am showing you this as a way to give you ideas on what to do if you're looking to do a portfolio, or you want to know how it looks a portfolio, you're new as a homeschooler. I think this will be very helpful. As well, you don't need to do a physical portfolio. You can use OneNote, and I have a video where I talk about that. I will leave it somewhere around in here. But I decide to do as well a physical portfolio. It is helpful to us, and just because I want to not only have it on OneNote, but sometimes my computer gives me a lot of trouble, and I just want to make sure I have copy of everything for the amount of years that they require. You have to check your state laws to see if they require a portfolio or no, as well for how long they require for you to keep that information, everything that your kid has done during this past year. You have to check for how long you have to keep all of that. But I just wanted to show you this. He decided to go with a puppy. It almost looks like our puppy, and is a Chihuahua, so he decided to go with this cover. I created this cover. I didn't create the drawing, obviously. That's something that I got from Canva, and I just add all the rest, okay? So that's how it looks to the front. When you're going towards the side of the binder, this is what you're going to be looking at. It just says 4th grade, and it has the same image that it has in the front with the year. It says 4th grade in there. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. When you open inside, you obviously will have the calendar right here. And as well, you will have, let me just cover that, an activity here that we always do at the beginning of the year, which is My Family. This is where he adds all the information, he colors anything that he likes, the food that he likes, the color that he likes, all of that. I found these papers at Dollar Tree. They're very fun, especially if you keep all of them and you see the differences from the beginning when he started doing it all the way till now to 4th grade. So that is one thing. Next thing I have in here is an activity that we did as well at the beginning of our year. After that, we have more than words. I still have to identify the tabs in here, but in here I have all the copies that I wanted to add here in his binder. This is Bible, more than words. As well, I add in here the projects that we did and activities. Let me see, because I have a certification there. In here, I have his activities from the Bible Made Easy, some of the projects that we created. After this, you're going to have what we did for Explode the Code. And in here, we'll have obviously a divider as well. I haven't finished. I am just showing you what I have so far. I am just missing the divider and obviously the pictures that I am going to add of everything we did. So far, what I have added is just a divider without the tabs as well. I have in here all the information, personal information at the front. I have that as well, and an explanation of what we did for this homeschool year for 4th grade, what we were looking for. So I have all of that at the front. I didn't show you that because it has some personal information, but you have Explode the Code here. And I decided to leave the covers. I think that is easier. It looks neat, and I just like the way it looks when it has the cover, so I just decided to add those covers there. So that is Explode the Code. Here we have all about homophones. I couldn't add the cover in here because we are still going to continue with all about homophones. It goes and is divided. The book is divided by grade. If you haven't checked that video where I show you all about homophones and you're doing all about reading, you're interested in knowing how it looks, I will leave that link around here. But here I have all the material that he did with all about homophone till 4th grade, obviously. Going to add that, and I'm going to pass that. We are going now for writing. And in here I have his manuscript. These pages were from Dollar Tree. They came black and white. I decided to color them to just take him out of the routine, make it a little bit fun for him. They don't come with color. That's something that I decide to do. He doesn't like to color as much. I always like to have him color something, some of the activities, because I think that is a very important skill, and it helps as well with the motor fine skills. As well, it helps with the creative side. I think it's very important. Coloring is very important. I think it's a very important skill that you should teach your kid. Some of them are colors, some of them are not, but he did all his work. Here we have the Rhythm of Handwriting. This is a book that he is been working for quite a long time. It was a very thick book. It comes with 200 and some pages. It was a very thick book. It has a lot of practice. I really do recommend this book. If your kid doesn't need anything related to drawings or something to color or anything around the pages, it's just he don't want the fluff. He just wants to do the work. This is a good program for that. You just go straight to what you need to be practicing, which is to do cursive. And here's some of his sample, and I am going to pass around here, and I will have in here the nose tree, and this is what he did with the nose tree. In here we have as well the vocabulary. If I can just pass this here because I am using one hand. Maybe just now. You have the vocabulary in here and his certificate because we finished this program as well. So I am just going to pass that. Here you have his activity for writing. This is people and places in our community. And just a few of the activities in here. He's still missing some that I need to add here, but some of them are in here already. Here you have math, and we did a few programs. We did Becca, we did as well Simply Good and Beautiful 2, we did Simply Good and Beautiful 3, which he is going to continue with Simply Good and Beautiful 3. I think it will last maybe at the beginning of ending of this year, beginning of the next one. And we did as well teaching textbooks, so that is what you're going to be seeing here. So here I usually like to keep the table of contents at some point if I am required to show this and they want to know what he did. This is what he did in here. I suggest you to do that. If you don't want to start creating these separate papers with information, you want everything in one place, this is the best way to do it. Just keep that table of contents where it shows what they were working with. I think that's very important. And I like to do that especially as well because since I am adding that information to his OneNote, and I just add that in here, and that is something that I just, if I need to make reference to that, I can do it because I have it already in there. So all of these is obviously his work pages as well as his pictures and tests, all in here already corrected with his grade, everything in here, okay? We're going to continue and we're going for Simply Good and Beautiful. Again, I keep this cover, the front cover, as well. The table of contents is in here. Let me just show you guys. All the information with the table of contents. Sometimes I keep as well the description of the program because I think it's very important if at some point you're asked for that. Not that you're going to, but I have it already here and that's just easy for me. At the end, you will see some of the pages that he worked outside of the book. Instead of us using the dry erase board, I just use paper for him, and I just, every time he finishes, I just put a sticker letting him know, and at the same time will serve as a reminder for me that I already went through these papers and I correct them, okay? Next page I have is critical thinking with the critical thinking detective. So I have all that information in here. Everything he did for critical thinking. Continuing with that, on this next page, I have everything that is history, all his maps, his coloring, all the activities we did are in here. We love Story of the World, so everything that has to do with history, we really love, and we like to do the activities as well. So we have all of those activities in here. Obviously I have to add the pictures where I show how he did those activities, how he was creating them. So all of that will go in here, but all the colorings, the tests are in here as well. We have geography. Again, I am using just the cover, and the table of contents, and all the activities and everything he did for geography is in here. As well, we did science. All the science is in here. All the activities I cannot keep passing because there's his certificate there with his name and information. This obviously will go inside of this. I just putting everything together. Everything we couldn't fit in this binder, obviously I have separate. I just have to obviously add it at some point, or just keep it outside on top of his binder. Just have it next to his binder in case I am asked for it. Is his part of his writing, so I have everything here. I am not quite sure if I am going to make copies of what he did, some of the lessons, and just add it to the binder, even though if you notice the binder is already pretty full. And his grammar, obviously he still has his grammar here. I add from his grammar already to the binder. If you saw that already, I just show you that. But at the same time, I have some other stuff in here that I would like his evaluator at some point to see. So that information, I have it there. Sorry about the loud noise. But I decide to add this year as much information as I can to his binder, because when we are about to just give this to his evaluator will be with OneNote. So with OneNote, all the information that I have in here is a little bit more concise, not that many samples, because they just require 5 samples from the front of the book, the middle of the book, and the back of the book. That's all they require. In here, obviously I have more of that, and that's the reason why I cannot fit in the writing and his grammar. But I just have these already prepared and it's ready. On his OneNote, I will have all his pictures, all the information, and it's just easy because I just have to send it to his evaluator and we'll be done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this information. If you did, please don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you then. Bye bye.